Welcome to my channel, All for Health with Jane. Family, social media is now turning into a battlefield. It has now turned into a place, where cats are scratching each other on a daily basis. Why should it be like that? Social media is now losing its purpose and now becoming a boxing ring center. People who do not even know each other, who have never met before, they come to social media as individuals only to come make enemies, which I believe was far from the minds of people who invented this form of media. People, instead of learning from each other, ministering to each other, sharing skills, there is a lot of unhealthy competition. When one comes to social media, be it YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, or Twitter, I thought we all understand that whatever I put on this public platform to see or listen to, I give the public permission to analyze, to criticize, to review, to learn from it, as these platforms are meant for that. Criticizing, I believe, as matured people, we will do it in a way that we do not destroy each other, we do not spite each other, or hate one another. I've never done a video about Owamie Entertainment, but today on this topic, I feel that I want to also throw in my 2 cents. Sometimes last week, Owamie did a video where she was reviewing a video from Promise Makunyane's YouTube channel. This is where Promise was saying her husband has a child from a girlfriend whom they were together when she, Promise, and the husband were on a break. Let's watch and listen to this following clip to get it from the horse's mouth.
When we broke up, she went back. Sure. She dated my husband. 2017, and then now when I came back, we were full year apart. When we got back together, 2018 January, we spoke. We're like, my husband told me, no, this person is expecting, and then, but we're not sure who the child belongs to. Okay. Because this girl did the very same thing that I can my husband naturally. Someone else.
Oh, so
it's her thing.
Family, what I learned from Promise from this clip is that Promise does not want to hold her husband accountable. She says the girlfriend is the one who approached her husband, meaning the husband is innocent here. Now the girlfriend is pregnant. The husband says, I was not the only one on the girlfriend. Still, Promise believes her husband. Family, coming to this point, what do you think? Do you also believe this man as Promise does? Number 1, he said the girlfriend approached her. Number 2, he says, I was not the only one on this girl. Don't worry, family, because I know already what you are thinking. I can read your minds, family. Then later the child is born. They find out it is the husband's child. Promise says because this child was made when she, Promise, was on a fed-up leave, she won't accept this child in her family. The only child she will accept is the one the husband had before she met with Promise. By the way, Promise and her husband have 2 children together. When Promise saw the review on of her video done by Owamie, she went to TikTok and this is what she posted. Let's go through it. Let's read it, family. You don't have kids. You are not even sure if you can make them, but you have the audacity to open your mouth and address women on issues of children. Until uncha receipt ya nes kya kaka, you can't partake in such conversations. Taken jagago, please, and Labor Ward gang one side. So meaning until you produce a receipt that you were once in a labor ward, you cannot talk to us. You are not our match. We're not on the same league. You are still a child. Go to the people of your league, not to us who have children. So that's what Promise is saying in this note. Guys, this is inhuman. I don't care what Owamie said or did. This is uncalled for. No woman must do this to another woman. Only people who do not believe in God can say this to another human being. You can never boast about things you do not have the power or control over. For the mere fact that you do not own creation and you say that about another person, that is a very dangerous statement to make. Why should it always be women? You know, men do not use such statements when they fight each other or when they disagree. I have never heard a man saying to another man, the reason you're doing that, it is because you are barren. Why should it always be us? Most teachers at schools, some of them do not have children. Should the government or the government bodies say, because you are barren, you cannot teach our children? Because what do you know about the children? Should they really say that? Should they really say discriminate in that manner? Do you have to bear your own children to qualify to give advice to children? Promise Makunyane, this is barbaric, sissy. This is not on. I am not a ninja, but today I can rather become one. If Promise understands that children are a gift from God, Psalms 127 verse 3 says, children are a gift from the Lord. If Promise understands this, Promise would not say what she said on TikTok. Isaiah 46 verse 8 to 11, God says, there shall be no barrenness in this land. His words must be taken as they are, for he can never lie. God can never lie. When he says, there shall be no barrenness. At the time of God, whoever you calling barren, whoever you are referring to here, at the time of God, that person will bear children. And for other people, bearing children, it's a choice. Not everyone wants to have a child. Not everyone. I don't agree with you. To some people, bearing children, it's a choice. And how do you know that? For you to make such a statement. Promise Makunyane, children are not trophies. If they were, do you think ba ne ba tla lahliwa the way re ba bonang ba lahliwa ka teng? To have them does not mean you have won. Like in a competition. They are a gift from God which will ultimately go back to the Creator. They will one day go back to Him to show that we don't have the power over them. Please do not mock God. When you mock anyone without children, it is the same as you mocking God's creation. We are all created by God, and He will give us gifts at his own time. Let's watch and listen to Owamie's response, family.
Okay, guys, so now that you guys get the story, the whole barren situation or story, it comes from my ex-husband who got to team up with this other girl on YouTube, and they were talking about that. We're even in court right now because I'm suing them for defamation of character, and it's a lot of money that I'm suing for them for. So I just don't want to talk too much because I don't want to jeopardize my case. At this point, I'm a divorced woman. I'm not in a relationship. I'm not trying to have a child. I'm not ready for a child right now, financially, emotionally, and everything. I'm really enjoying myself, you guys, honestly. So I'm not ready for a child right now, and I will not have a child just to prove the internet or I won't do that. Shem. Now, I told you guys this whole story so that those that are on TikTok can understand maybe where this whole barren situation or story is coming from Promise Makunyane. Now, I need to have a word for Promise Makunyane. Promise Makunyane ubodile. You are so rotten to your core. You are a miserable human being. Utla. Guys, do you remember the time that there was a situation where she was fighting with Rato Khanyago about money? And then after that, she got dragged on Instagram. There was a lady, because I went through the comments. Like, check, guys, and girl. I went through the comments. There was a woman there that commented. She was talking about the situation. I don't know if it was about her husband or if it was about money or whatever. Promise went under that woman's comment. I saw it with my eyes, guys, and she said, I'm not the one that said, Huri, you should not give your husband kids. So it seems like she knows that woman personally, and so it seems like maybe that woman can't have kids or does not have kids yet, and Promise knew that that's what she's going to insult that woman with, which I feel like at this point she thought she would insult me with that, but utile wrong, Wanyana, utile very, very wrong. I'm not a stupid person like you. So what I'm going to go ahead and say is this: you do not have a lock to your children's life, Promise Makunyane. You do not. Continue going around and calling women that do not have kids, or those that are actually really barren, calling them barren and insulting them, got this and this. One day you'll be in a car accident, at the age that you can't even have more kids. Ribonur, what is the difference between you and those you've been calling barren for years? Infertility, guys, is such a sensitive topic that it's something that literally, as I told you guys, I was misdiagnosed now. And the 2 weeks that I had to wait before I went to the gynecologist, even when I went to the second gynecologist, who was a third doctor, guys, I was still so scared. Maybe they would say, oh no, something's wrong with your womb, like the surgeon saw right and the first gynecologist saw wrong. It's something that it's not even a topic to be played about.
Family, can you really blame Owamie for such a response? If it was you, how would you respond? Please tell me in the comment section. Now, if I was in Promise's shoes, already I would ask for God and Owamie to forgive me. Some things, when we do them, we must stop thinking of cloud. The review that Owamie did was not that bad to reach this level. For me, Owamie was advising Promise to reconsider the decision she took about that stepchild, and she was not forcing her to take that decision. It was just a comment and an advice that she was giving to her. Okay, let's watch the next clip by Owamie. I don't want this video to be too long. Let's watch.
So for me, guys, it does seem like Promise, this is what she does, Nji. If she's fighting with someone that does not have kids yet, or someone that just can't have kids, she goes for the, hey, you're barren, whatever, as if she has got the keys to her children's lives. But let me tell you something. Now you came wrong, Shem. I'm not barren, bitch. I'm not barren. Like, and the other thing again that I'm gonna go ahead and say is this, guys, ne? Oh, Promise. Even in the video that I posted, at least it was her own words talking. She's talking about how, ususpect or Chomia house said Iyakwa, not Uri, her husband approached that girl. Even if that girl approached her husband, he definitely was into it. They were in a relationship. This woman has been there since 2015 from her own mouth. You understand? She says they broke up not because of her, But even when they broke up, she is doing the thing so much that her husband couldn't even stay away. He even went there. Her husband went back. Not only the girl went back. Her husband was there. Nearly back together. They both went back to a point where they even made a child. The same child that now promised Makunyane is able to sit down, as if that's not your husband's child, girl. Whether I have a child or not, wrong, right, and wrong. And if you are going to be a woman that claims, sorry, we need to talk about good marriages. You need to talk about it all. I've never heard Promise talk about the challenges that she faces as a stepmother, which I'm definitely sure that she's facing them, especially because she's having all these fights with her second husband's baby mama. So if you're gonna come out here and have content at least that matters. Teach people the real truth. You understand what I'm saying? So where now you're going to try and diverge. Hey, namu to this and this and this. Whatever. It's not going to work, my darling. Okay. Instead of being on the internet, uruhana talking nonsense, go fix things with your husband's baby mama. Number 2. Because at the end of the day, those kids are gonna be a part of your life forever. That woman is a part of your life forever. And you need to stop talking about that woman as if she's like some sort of a bitch or whatever. That was what she did. It's what she did. He had not married you, my darling. And it does seem like at one point she had an up on you. We all know that when women are pregnant, most of them, they're at their most vulnerable state. So it is such a low blow actually to go to a man when his woman is pregnant, because she was his woman at that time. You better get it right, because when you're very delusional, this is why I think now you think having kids and having a husband is the biggest accomplishments in the world. And no, some of us are still making sure that we build ourselves and our careers out of any.
I think Owamie's last words here are saying some of us are still making sure we build ourselves and our careers out of any man. Owamie means we need to learn not to depend on anyone. We need to build up ourselves. Family, we hope these two beautiful ladies find a way to solve this challenge in an amicable way. Thank you very much, family, for watching this video to the end. Please comment, like it before you leave, subscribe for my channel if you haven't done so yet. I love you very much, family. Bye.